talk about what everyone wants to discuss when it comes to golf equipment, drivers. The club everyone wants to hit further, the club everybody wants to hit straighter, the club that all the money's invested in, the driver. Well, let's look at where we started. Can you believe that at one time we hit something this small, and not only small, but short? Look at the difference in the length between today's, if I can get it out of the bag, today's drivers and drivers of old. Incredible difference in length, incredible difference in head size. This is how far we've come as far as technology goes. Now, today's drivers come in a multitude of different shapes. We've got the square driver, which, again, very similar to the putter. The reason that the weight's back here, the reason that we've got this square shape is to increase the moment of inertia. In other words, reduce the amount that it twists coming through. We've got TaylorMade. Biggest selling driver, most played driver on tour. You can see how they've elongated the back of it to make it more triangular in shape. Same thing, increase the moment of inertia. Being able to alter and control the weight. You'll see a small weight here in the back, and again, that's the reason. Now, we can get to something that is along the same lines by a small company that's doing really well these days, Tour Exotics. And notice how we've got round here, then we've got triangular back here. So we're starting to really expand the shapes and the sizes of these golf clubs. Now, the reason is they want to control two things. When we hit a golf ball, there are two things with the driver that matter. One is the angle that it launches. If it launches too low, it can't carry very far. If it launches too high, it's not going to carry the optimal distance. So that's the difference between a line drive in baseball and a pop-up. Neither of them are home runs. We're looking for that home run launch. And the second factor we're looking to control is spin rate. Once that ball gets launched up in the air, we don't want it to act as a kite and start spinning and just rising. We want the spin to be off of it so it continues to carry. And not only does it carry further, but once it hits the ground, it's going to roll further. So there are optimal limits, and both of them are ideal parameters between your launch angle and your spin rate. And that's what all these are designed to do. Now, once we get it launching, once we get it spinning the way we want it to go, we want the thing to go straight. And that's why we've weighted them in the back. Well, that's why we've worked hard on moments of inertia. That's why we have different shapes and sizes. So what you're looking for in a driver is, does your driver launch too low? If it does, come on in and say, hey, can I change my shaft? Can I get a different club? Can I get something I need to get my launch up? Is your launch too high? Is your spin too low? If it's too low, the ball will fall right out of the sky. If your spin's too high, it'll continue to climb. So recognize and look at the body of drives. Think of your driver over the last 6 months. You know, what are you seeing as far as flight time after time? Come on into the Washington Golf Center, describe your flight characteristics, and then they'll be able to help fit you for the driver that you need.